time when the piggy was big, ready for slaughter, we would invite these tios from my tio Gregorio from Los Alamitos and my tio Alberto from Gardena to meet. I don't know how they did it because we didn't have no telephone, but they would, word of mouth somehow. They would write, I guess, when to meet at our house in Colton. And in the morning, early in the morning, they would get out in the backyard, start a fire, and heat water, and build a flat bed of boards to lay the poor pig for slaughter. And then they would gather, and I remember that about two big men, tios, would hold the piggy down, and I would remember them telling me, "You hold the feet with all your strength," because I was a part of the party there. And then they would either shoot it or kill it with a knife, and they would collect all the blood in a big pan. My mom would take it inside, and she knew how to prepare blood sausages.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And the chicharrón, the skin in a big laundry tub, cut up the pig and make chicharrones, start a fire, watch them, and by this time the neighborhood would know that there was meat to be, because we always ended up selling some of it.
Uh-huh.
And somehow we got paper, wrapping paper, so because we wanted to wrap up maybe a scale and sell the meat by the pound. Always leaving some for preparing different things in the kitchen. And pretty soon everything would be gone. Nothing was wasted there. People from around the neighborhood would know about this. They would come and buy meat for a good price, fresh, the real thing, no? Yes.
So with that, you would have a party, you would have
Yes.
puerco con mole,
Oh.
you would have tamales.
Oh, yes, that followed, yes.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
So that was a big treat then.
It was slaughter time.
Uh-huh.
Once a year, never failed. All by the piggy, small, feed it, and get it ready, and then slaughter it, and again he goes, time to celebrate again and eat good.
Was that for some special occasion?
No. Don't think it was wait for a certain time of year, no, but it was when the piggy was at the right age, the right size. That was the time to do these things.
Mm-hmm. Andres, we're talking about South Colton and North
Yes.
Colton.
Uh-huh.
Did you ever go to the New Colton Theater or the Hub Theater?
Yes.
Did you ever experience having to sit on one side of the
Oh, yes. Yes. The Colton Theater, right on what is now the drugstore, Rexel. Maybe there was a theater there.
It's a Hub City, yeah.
Hub City, yeah. And the idea was, it was divided into three areas. The center area, the best view of the screen, the center, right? And then the sides, you will see it at an angle, not very enjoyable, I guess, to see these pictures up there sideways or distorted. And then when it was time to show the movie, then they would had to keep order because some of the people that wanted to sit in the center were not allowed. You're not brown, you're not Mexican.
So the Mexicans were on one side.
On the sides,
Uh-huh,
yes.
okay.
Up here, the whites and other Mexicans that were maybe considered themselves,
They passed.
they passed,
Okay.
I guess, yeah. And I remember that when somebody would get out of order, wanted to move to a better place, there was Johnny Martinez, Jeremias,
The boxer.
the boxer, well-known boxer, or Ramon, his brother, Ramon Perez, but Jeremias mostly, he would keep order. He wouldn't allow just everybody to sit in the center. I think one day I remember him, I think he had to hit somebody because he wouldn't follow orders. So it ended up, you do or you don't get in.
So there was that,
Control.
there was this control division
Yes.
of where people sat in the theater.
Uh-huh.
Also, Andres, I know that you have your daily calendar here,
Mm.
and your daughters tell me that you're a very, very meticulous person in keeping track of everything that you do. And you
Pretty much.
And then you brought your calendar here. You have October the 23rd. I don't know what you have on October the 24th, but can you turn the page? Maybe you have, let's see what we
But
have.
today's the 23rd.
Today's the
No, the
4th, today's the 24th.
24th.
Yeah.
Oh, way over here then.
Yeah. Lily, I'm not on
Oh,
there.
at
I'm
10
not on
o'clock to Cal State.
Oh, I am
with,
on there.
With Dr.Tom Rivera.
I am on there. So I understand that you're a very meticulous person, that you just write everything that you do on a daily basis. Is that true?
Possibly, yes, if I remember.
And also, Andres, your daughters tell me that you still stick to the old stoves. You use your old stoves, you don't replace them, and that you have wonderful results with all the old things that you have.
Make him last, in other words.
Yes,
Yes.
yes. You're not into cell phones.
No,
Yeah.
but I have one, though, but I hardly ever use it. No.
Yeah. And then the other thing that I notice about you is that you have an old copy of the annual, and that's the annual for the Wilson School.
Wilson School, yes.
And what does it say?
Los Charritos.
Los Charritos. Los Charritos.
You will remember, no? No?
Los
It's
Charritos.
before your time. Henry?
No.
Tampoco.
Lily? No. No.
Los
It was in
Charritos.
Colton. The front of I drew that, I drew the cover de Los Charritos and a man holding a guitar standing, another man kneeling with a guitar, like playing with whatever you call it, and a lady there with trenzas down her side, a dancer,
And what year was this, Andres?
1930, where is it?
1938?
I believe so. Yeah.
That was Wilson's first year.
Oh, that was Wilson's first year?
Yes.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Priscilla, you're gonna have to scan this and keep it. Yeah, scan it and put it in the CD. Ooh, we do have to take care of this one. And then you have another one, Andres. You have another, the Crimson and Gold, and that was what?
1943, I believe.
A ver, vamos a ver. Let's see.
1942 it says there, but I think I have a 1943 at home.
Yeah.
This is my time, Andres Garcia, 1942, right? Okay. At that time I was in high school, I guess, right? Yeah.
Could you hold that up and I'll zoom in?
Yeah. Hold it up. Let it look. Now point it to the camera. There you go. Can you get it, Frank?
Yeah.
Okay.
Good. Good. And currently, Andres, you're 90 years old.
Yes.
Boy,
And fast approaching 91,
when is your birthday?
November.
Oh, ya mero.
Yeah,
What date?
30th.
The 30th?
Yes.
Ya mero.
Yeah.
Ya mero. We'll get those guitarras para que te canten las mañanitas.
Oh, well, that would be nice.
Anyway, Andres, you know, as a lifelong person of Colton, did I miss anything that I should talk about your life and growing up in South Colton? Is there anything that I forgot? Well, let me ask you, if you look back in all those years, you were born and raised in Colton, you grew up on Fifth Street, you met your wife around the corner or next door neighbor.
Mhm.
You raised your kids in South Colton. You're a South Coltonite for all practical purposes.
Correct.
And let me ask you, what's the best thing about living in South Colton, as far as you're concerned? What was the best experience, the best thing, the thing that you remember most about growing up in South Colton?
I think that I had good parents. My mom, though I didn't know my dad. My mom raised us, sent us to school, to church, and taught us to be good persons.
Mm-hmm.
Don't consider yourself superior to anybody else. You're the one in hundreds that live in Colton. You be yourself, try to help each other, and do your best.
Very good.
Yes.
Anything else that I forgot?
Give me a clue.
Okay.
How about the
Yes, go
current-
ahead, Priscilla.
The current San Salvador Church, did you help build that
Oh,
church?
yes.
Oh, I forgot about San Salvador
The
Church.
present church where he stands right now in 7th
Yes.
and L.
Uh-huh.
Yes, there was quite a project. Father Lucky was the priest there. And I believe that from the ground up, we had the Mr. Sosa, one of the Sosa.
Luz Sosa
Sosa.
also lived on Fifth Street?
See, and he was laid the ground. They were surveyors. So they laid the what do you call it?
Foundation?
No, yeah, they surveyed the area where the church would be and the points. If I can say that, I guess.
Yeah, it is. It's
Right.
maybe it's Randy Lilly that did that survey.
Yeah, surveying.
Randy Sosa.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yes. And so every Saturday, those that could, I worked still, but those that could, they were there daily. And I think the Ray Gonzalez was the contractor.
Mhm.
I think it was Ray Gonzalez. His sidekick was, I want to say that it's, yeah. Oh, my goodness.
And I understand that you took a film of the project while it was being constructed.
Oh, yes.
Do you still have that?
I still have the film, though very poorly. The camera didn't have features that to focus right properly, so it's very poor results. But I have much footage of the Colton Church going up,
Mm-hmm.
the foundation, the framing, the roofing, all the people enjoying, actually having a good time there, present, like I say, on Saturdays. But they were there, those that could, every day. And remember when it was, usually Saturdays when I was there, people would take food, home prepared in pans, and ladies would work at what an old house that was in back of the church. The ladies, the wives would go there and prepare the food that was being brought in by many people in pans and whatever. And then when time to eat, Sawa Roblero and I don't know who else ring the bell, whatever it was, iron, something iron. And chow time. And here we go, wash our hands and line up into the house where the serving lines were. Get our plates, come out, find a place to sit down and have a ball, just talking and building and enjoying. Father Luki had a saying, I believe, a labor of love here, you see. Everybody helped build a church.
Well, it was a big community project then.
That's what it was, yes.
You know, Frank was able to compile the list of people that contributed
Yes,
to the building of the church.
yes.
And you came up with almost 500, Frank?
Oh, goodness.
500 sponsors?
Oh.
Yeah.
Ah.
The names on your list were about 400.
It was a list compiled by the people who organized the dedication in
Dedication.
1976,
Yes,
and then also the consecration in 1980.
when the bishop came around, the bishop,
Yes,
but,
it was from the commemorative booklet
Yes.
celebrating the dedication of the church.
So,
Mary Chavez lent that to me. I scanned it.
yeah, your first list that you gave me was about 400 people.
Was it that many?
Yes. So about 400 people that gave money to build the church. And there was another group of people that owned businesses that also gave an additional contribution.
Mhm.
But it was built, it was completed in 1976, Frank?
It was dedicated in 1976.
1976.
That's what I have in my, the field that I have. A movie, yes, 1976 I called it, and then a lot of scenes there, at different stages of construction.
Mm-hmm. And how long did it take the project to build the church? About 4 years?
Probably that long,
Uh-huh.
yeah.
Well, you guys did a good job.
I think
You know,
we
being
did.
a community project and everybody pitching in,
Mhm.
and like you said, everybody preparing the food and feeding all the workers. And there were some people that worked part-time, others that worked full-time, and they were just dedicated. And when they finished the project, everybody was proud of their church.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
And even now, it looks very, very nice. It looks very nice. I'm glad you brought up the church. I completely forgot about that. ¿Qué más, Andres, that I think I should talk about or remember?
I don't know, Watkins.
Well, muchísimas gracias. Thank you so much for being with us this afternoon for a little over an hour.
I'm glad I
And,
could.
well, we appreciate the information that you provided for us.
Mhm.
It's exactly what we're looking for, and when we talk about growing up in South Colton.
Yes.
And I agree with you. It's a great place to be born in and to be raised in. So thank you very much.
Yes.